Herbert Huxley was born on December 18, 1830 in Palmyra, New York. Huxley's father, Benjamin, settled near Fairfield, Iowa. There he opened a tavern for a few years, and then, when Fort Des Moines opened, he moved in and opened a general store in 1844. Benjamin Huxley was one of the founding members of the Methodist Church in Des Moines and was a prominent in the community. Huxley helped work at the store as an assistant. During his time there, Herbert Huxley attended a description school. Shortly after the death of his father, Huxley moved in with Thomas Mitchell and managed for him. Thomas Mitchell is considered the founder of Mitchellville. It is not precisely known all Huxley did for Mitchell. In his words, Huxley stated, "I acted as a manager for him, his interest being large for those days, and it was my duty to ride over to the place and see that work was done." Some of these managements were helping ship fleeces of wool or freedom seekers. There is a letter from Huxley to Josiah B. Grinnell that says, "Mr. Grinnell, Uncle Tom says if the roads are not too bad, you can look for those fleeces of wool by tomorrow. Send them on to Test Market and Price, and no back charges. Yours, Hub." And Grinnell is the founder of Grinnell, Iowa. The letter confirms that Huxley was involved in transporting freedom seekers and worked with Grinnell and Mitchell. Grinnell was also involved in the wool business and on occasion met with John Brown. Brown needed shelter, and Grinnell gave Brown and his companions lodgings. While at this meeting, Brown went on to say, "I was in the wool business, and I am still." Grinnell was a man of great character and helped out John Brown as well. He was a staunch supporter of Brown when it was dangerous. The burial site of Grinnell is recognized in the National Network to Freedom. During the Civil War, Huxley served as a U.S. Marshal, and he was a very Republican in nature. Huxley was responsible for arresting anti-war and Democratic newspaper editors. As a U.S. Marshal, Huxley made quite a name for himself by arresting people due to their anti-war sentiments. For instance, in 1862, Huxley arrested 7 individuals because he deemed their actions were aiding the rebellion. These, along with others, caused enough dissent for groups such as the Knights of the Golden Circle to form. Huxley was instrumental in destroying this group. Also, Huxley was responsible for preemptive defense on the State House in Iowa. He gathered 100 fit men, outfitted them with guns, and lined them up to defend a rally for dissenters. Huxley had a helping hand in building up the Union Pacific Railroad and was the general manager for the Missouri Railroad. Huxley's main interests were here, and he worked closely with Colonel Dodge. He lived from 1830 to 1888.